Hello YouTubers, this video is about the introduction to the algorithm. In the previous video, we have learned what is data structure. So now, what is an algorithm? An algorithm just means the step-by-step instruction followed to solve the given problem. To understand this better, let us consider the example. You are at home alone and you want to have a cup of tea, but you don't know how to make it and you want to prepare it yourself. So, the algorithm or the steps you will follow will be: step 1, find the recipe book. Second, find the recipe in that book. If it's there, good, else find the another book. Third step, follow the instructions given in the recipe book for making a tea. Fourth step, pour the tea in a cup and have it. Now just suppose that in place of you there is a computer which could move. This seems a little funny, but just suppose it. Now you know that the machines or the computers are dumb. They could not think of their own. They do whatever the persons tell them to do, which means we have to give them the instructions. Now, when you were following these steps, your step 1 was to find the recipe book. Now, if you will give this instruction to computer, they will not know what to do. You have to tell them like move 10 steps forward, turn right, move 20 steps forward, turn left, move 50 steps, turn northeast, and like this, etc. So now this makes an algorithm little complex as we have to take care about each instructions for them. So we have to now do the analysis of an algorithm. But why? Because by analyzing the algorithm, we see that which algorithm is better for the given case. To understand this, let us consider an example that you want to go from city 1 to city 2. So you have to book the tickets. But while booking the tickets, you will always consider the parameters. First is cost, second is time. And you will want that both cost and time should be used least so that you could reach from city 1 to city 2. In the similar manner, there are the parameters for finding the algorithm complexity. They are the space complexity and the time complexity. Now, by space complexity, we means that the memory utilized by the program, and by the time complexity we means how much time does the CPU take to run a program. Now, this means that we have to represent our algorithm in an expression so that we can find its complexity. The most commonly used function is in function of n. Now, there are three cases in finding the complexity of the algorithm: best case, worst case, and average case. In the best case, we give those inputs to our algorithm which makes our algorithm run fastest. In the worst case, we give those inputs by which makes our algorithm run slowest. In average case, we check the algorithm by giving them the random inputs which help us predicting the running time of an algorithm. So, to consider these cases, we have to find the lower bound and the upper bound. For comparing these, we use asymptotic notations. There are 5 types of asymptotic notations: big O notation, omega notation, theta notation, small o notation, and the small omega notation. Thank you for watching. In my next video, I will be discussing the asymptotic notations.